Hello and welcome. Then in this video I'm going to go through the position of Siemens automation system in the market as well as the Siemens hardware and software. Let's see, I have listed some of the chapters that I want to cover in this training video. So the industrial automations agenda, I have created one uh, YouTube channel for this purpose. The name is DCS-HMI-PLC-SCADA. In between two there are dashes, dash DCS dash HMI dash PLC. This will cover the common things in automation that you need to perform or most people use to perform, not specific kind of problem solving, but the very common things that we use to do. For the specific activities, we can have different custom designed training in specific areas for the automation systems. Sorry. As you know, the application of PLC, now the thing is any industry actually cannot run without PLC. It becomes so obvious and so common that PLC or kind of PLC controller is required to run a factory. For example, I have listed a few of the industries. Food and beverage industry. Food and beverage includes the dairy plant, where the ice cream, biscuits, and dairy products, milk products are produced, processed. OEM is original equipment manufacturer. These are the segment who manufacture particular machines to supply a their customers. Like OEM, they can manufacture small machines. That machines will be installed in other other factories. But these small machines uses PLC and HMI to automate the part of that machine or the whole machine itself. And then this machine can integrate with the other machine in the plant or the process. It can integrate with the process. And then oil and gas, obviously, the most vast industry, oil and gas, where the Middle East oil and gas industry is one of the biggest consumer of PLC system. Then steel, power, shipyard and ship, they all use PLC control system. And then even the building, inside building, for example, lighting control system, the lift is a very common place where the PLCs are used. Cities, street light control, traffic light control, announcing system. These are basic most cities nowadays using. Then power transmission systems, rail, and many more. There are actually any industry, you name it, they have this control system. Vendors, Siemens, Rockwell Automation, Allen Bradley and Rockwell, they are both together, and they are now in one company. So I have mentioned two names to link them. Now, Siemens, Allen Bradley, ABB, Schneider Electric, Mitsubishi, Delta, Honeywell, these are the very common, you know, uh, supplier of this product. They are the industry leader in this field, you can say. And here the market share can be based on varieties of parameters, whether you want to um, distribute and calculate the market share based on you know uh, kind of industry they supply, like in food and beverage industry, who are the leader. You can position them as per this standard, or another way is to who are the mm, most um, short after the name in the industry. So here is the list, and it gives a distributed control systems market estimated market share in 2017. If you looked into this chart, and it shows clearly that ABB is the leader along with the Honeywell process solution. They are the leader in DCS, distributed control systems, but not necessarily other control systems like PLC. In PLC segment, there might be other company who are leading, but here I have another chart which shows the Siemens in PLC market is the leader, number one leader, and then next is the Rockwell Automation, and then third position is the Mitsubishi, fourth is Schneider Electric, and so on and so forth. So here is another chart I have just approximated percentage of market share of the PLC. Siemens, covers 31% market share. Rockwell 22%. So almost 9% behind Siemens. Then Mitsubishi 13%, Schneider Electric 8%, and so on. So that is why uh, I told you that in this course or in this video, I want to tell you the position of the Siemens PLC control system. As of now, the Siemens is the market leader in the PLC uh, control system, automation systems. So this is so far I have taken data from these three links. You can Google them and also find there are many other websites serving this purpose, comparison data and putting it into chart. So PLC, HMI, SCADA, and DCS, they are actually linked to each other. They are not um, as you know, the PLC and DCS includes everything. Means DCS is a huge control systems, and it is used for whole plant kind of automation. They are integrated together. All PLC, HMI, SCADA systems are integrated into DCS when DCS is used. But in PLC system, PLC is for smaller controller, mid-level, micro to mid-level control systems. PLC system may include HMI and SCADA as well. SCADA is for supervisory and data acquisition. Now, HMI is kind of a standalone monitoring and data acquisition system. It is also the acquire data also from the controller system, but it in the most cases HMI are used along with the PLC in the same machine or just local local monitoring and control display for PLC. Whereas SCADA is used to locate in a control station or operator station, used to locate in a far distance away from the PLC panel. DCS as well. The DCS system includes the SCADA, which are located in a control room far away from the control panel. In some cases, maybe there are some control panel behind the SCADA system. That's a different thing, but the thing is, it can be located far away. The purpose is to cover the whole plant. Plant maybe the huge as few square kilometer of boundaries in DCS system. Now, choice between PLC and DCS is obviously it depends on the engineering side. For the big plant and process plants, DCS is obviously the fast choice because it covers the solution of the whole plant, where the PLC to integrating a large plant into multiple PLCs, segmenting into multiple PLCs and then integrating together uh, will actually burden the engineering cost and it will delay the project. So it's up to the company to deal with this dilemma of whether to choose PLC along with the SCADA or go for DCS system. So that's for the introduction of Siemens PLC hardware and software. Now, software section, if you know the Siemens TIA portal, you might know that it includes the package of everything. Uh, that's why it named totally integrated automation. Because using this software, you can do the programming of the PLC, and you can also do the SCADA HMI part with the software, and also the drive commissioning as well. And PLC hardware again. PLC hardware obviously includes the power supply, rack, or the rail behind the modules where you install the CPU, IOs, and obviously CPU is the main central to all this control system. Now there are IOs that can be different, like digital input that takes the input to the PLC, digital output that controls something outside like valve motors, and analog input that sends the some temperature, pressure, some variable process data, and then analog output that controls again like valve position and then motor speed and such like that. Then there are another kind of module control communication processor CP and so on. There are other advanced modules also available for the specific requirement. Now PLC software. I would like to create another video for PLC software, the TIA portal specifically, and I will go through the IDE details, like where you can, how you can create the project, where you can find the data block, and functions, and so on. So for how you create them, and then it's like before beginning to do the programming part, you need to learn the design of the software, PLC software IDE. You got to know the overall design of the software,